Schools are opening for third term, and this is the term that determines a lot in the academic progress of the child. At the end of this term, there are parents who will look at the cumulative performance of their children and make a conclusion that those children don't deserve to proceed to the next classes. And as such, they may decide to allow the children to repeat the classes. I'm talking about high school students. There are those who will make decisions to transfer their children from one institution to another, maybe because one institution has got a problem or whatever reason. All those are supported. But before just you do that, I want to also give you a piece of advice, even as your daughter or your son is reporting to school for third term. This term has got 9 weeks. These 9 weeks are going to be seriously busy, because everybody will be in a rush to complete the syllabus. Teachers will be in a rush to be able to prepare the candidates for KCSE. And therefore, I want to assure you that I'm talking about especially students who are learning in overpopulated schools or popular schools, big schools, schools with a number of students. I said here, and I want to repeat, some of the schools where your children are learning are actually overflowing with population. You will agree with me that some of your children are in classes where they are 50, they are 60, they are 70, they are 80, they are 90s plus. In one stream. I'm not talking about the whole class. One stream. And I was giving an example. In this particular stream, there are 90. The teacher who is teaching the maths they are 90. Let's say he's a Form 1. In Form 2, they are 80. He's still teaching maths there. In Form 3, they are 80. He's teaching maths there. He has got also a candidate class. Let's say they are also 80. How many students are those ones? Those ones are 320 students. How effective do you think that teacher can be? I'm talking about marking, and now we are looking at now being keen on the work of the student. Can he mark 320 books in a day? Can he attend to 320 students in a day individually? It is not possible. Now, dear parent, most teachers are behaving like doctors. You will place a call to them. How are you, sir? How is the progress of my daughter? How is the progress of my son? And because he or she does not interact with that child at a personal level, he or she will give you a fake, well-coined, universal response. This is what the teacher will tell you. Your son is okay, your daughter is okay. Just some slight challenges here. He's not focused, but we are working on her case. They will give you what we call universal responses. Responses that they can give anyone and they give everyone. And therefore, you are seated at home thinking that your daughter is being attended to, your son is being attended to at a personal level. Your son is being given that one-on-one attention. When in real case, that is not there. That is not what is happening. Dear parent, I still want to say this rider. Take the academic progress of your child. Take it up and take full control. Why am I saying this? Dear parent, allow me to ask you a question. How much money do you send to your son or your daughter in school as pocket money? Let's start at that point. Some of you parents are the reason why your children are even misbehaving in school and are not performing academically. Let me ask you, with school food, school providing breakfast in the morning, providing tea at 10, providing lunch, providing supper, food that everybody eats, how much money does your son or your daughter need in a week? Let's discuss that thing. Some of your parents, you've worked so hard and you have a lot of money. Thank you and congratulations. And you feel that the best way to dump that money of yours is to keep on sending money to your son or your daughter in their thousands. First of all, your daughter is going to school or your son is going to school. You are escorting them to school. You've done over sufficient shopping. Congratulations. You're a loving parent. On top of that, you've given the child 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 plus pocket money. On top of that, you've sent some to the accounts clerk. On top of that, you will send some to the class teacher. So your daughter or your son has got a very well-defined vector of operation. Leaves dormitory, goes to class, spends most of the time in the toilet. Your daughter and your son has become a toilet officer. Spends time in the toilet, wait for break time or game time to go to the canteen. That is where actually his or her office is. Spends time in the dining hall. Look at that vector. The boy never goes to the teachers for consultation. If you see him going or seeing her going to the teachers for teachers, it is that he's going to pick a call to call the uncle or the auntie or that brother or that relative who is going to add them money. You are creating a very dangerous culture in the life of that child. You are creating the culture of overdependence on money. That child is not going to reason. The brain is not going to concentrate in class without a specific amount of money. I want to advise you. In a week, I want to give you an example. Let's say the school does not provide escort for tea break. Your child can take, let's say, for example, escort of 50 shillings at most. 2, maybe he needs 1, 2, 3 snacks for 50 shillings. I'm talking about the highest expenditure. So the expenditure of this child should be a maximum of 100 shillings. I'm even wondering why that child is spending 100 shillings in a day when there is all these meals provided by the school. Let's talk of 50 shillings or 60 shillings in a day. 50 times 7 days, that is 350. In a month, is roughly 1,000 shillings. So all this money that you are giving your son or your daughter, what is the show of for? We agree you are rich, we agree you have money, we agree you worked hard for the sake of your children. Please, stop the madness. You are messing up the life of that child. And that is why the child is going to feel so special, because he or she is above others. He's a rich child. He's a cool kid. That child is not going to listen to other teachers. That child is going to involve himself or herself in pecuniary activities of conning people left and right, borrowing money, kama pesa, ujatuma pesa. He or she is borrowing money left and right. Please stop it. It is not going to help you. Number 2 and the last one. What is your take about your child and co-curricular activity? That boy is in, or that girl is in music, or drama, or scout, Red Cross, St. John's Ambulance, or that particular club, or whatever he or she is involving herself, or even in sports, or even in student leadership. Let me tell you, telling your child, your daughter, or your son to leave those things is not going to improve their academics. In fact, it is likely to interfere with their academic progress, because you're going to kill their self-esteem. The truth of the matter, dear parents, that some of you are failing to know is that some of the children you are pinning down in classes to learn are going to put food on their tables when you are long dead through the things you've seen them doing outside the class. That is the painful truth. So the best thing that you need to do is not making phone calls in school and threatening teachers, threatening the principal and everyone that, oh, I want my son to be taken, my son or my daughter to be taken out of games, out of student leadership, out of drama, out of music. No. Let the boy put into practice their talents. What you need to do as a parent is help them to know how to balance all these things with their academics. These are the things that we are handling in our tuition. These are the conversations we are having with the children during holidays. Dear parent, I still want to urge you, as your son and your daughter is going to school for the 3rd term, prepare yourself psychologically to giving us that child, that Form 1, that Form 2, that Form 3. Prepare to give us that child in December. To train that child how to be responsible at home, in school, how to read and learn sciences, humanities, technicals, balance academics, have a timetable, discussion group, excel both in class and out of class. That is our main business. And I want to tell you, if you take full academic charge of your child's life and you begin to work with that child step by step, you're not going to be conned by teachers in school. The way most of parents are being conned left and right, sending money left and right. You send money, but there is no results that is forthcoming. You are being given fake hope and results are not forthcoming. So please, the decision is yours.